And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome everyone to the CCD Expo. I am Adryenn Ashley. I am here to pump you up, get you powered up for the rest of the 2 days that you are here, and to learn a little bit more about how to get your content out there. This is the Content Creation and Distribution Expo. Distribution seems to be the piece of the pie that we're all missing, and as we all know, that distribution piece is usually the money piece. So I want to talk to you about a few different ways that you may not have thought about ways that you can get your content seen by more people. Now, we were just graced with the presence of Evan Balin, who is, in my opinion, one of the best social media trainers, icons, people who are doing it the right way. There's a slimy way and there's a great way. He just shared with you some great ways to get your content out there and to really get yourself known. So I want to talk to you about a few other ways. How many of you out there, by a show of hands, have content that you have created, either a movie, a music video, an album, something that you have created, and it's sitting on your hard drive? Be honest. Now, why do I ask that question? I wrote a book, Every Single Girl's Guide to Her Future Husband's Last Divorce. And that actually was born out of a failed documentary. I always said I would never make a documentary because there's no money in it. And then I found an issue that required that I make a movie. Unfortunately, I am a film producer, not a director, so what ended up being made was unwatchable, solutionless, soul-sucking, dark, and unsellable, ultimately. So I had to reframe it and turn it into a book. But I had all this content. I still have all this content. What do I do with it? And then after that book, I wrote another book called Spotting the Kooks, about dating, because we've all dated them, right? You all have in your diary somebody that you dated that you think is a little nutty. And I thought if I could identify them, it would make it easier, then I could do what I wanted to do in the first place, which was reduce the divorce rate. That book sat on my hard drive since 2008, waiting for a publisher. Waiting. Because my first book was an award-winning best-selling book. I thought, well, certainly now I should be able to get a regular publisher. And I violated my own edict, which is to make your own breaks. I did not make my own breaks. I sat there and I waited for permission. And why do I tell you this? Because I'm telling you all, if you do not get instant approval, do not bang your head against a brick wall. There are so many alternative outlets out there for you. You do not have to wait for anyone to give you permission or tell you that you're good enough, because I'm telling you right now, you are. So, what can you do with all of that fabulous content sitting on your hard drive? Well, it's time for it to make money. Did you know there is a very simple way that you can take your movies, sell commercial time, cut it in just like as if it was on TV, edited for TV, and at the end of it, of course, send them to your website to buy the uncut director's cut DVD, and have that on TV nationwide in 1 million homes across the country for about $400. It is the cheapest distribution model ever, and it's called least access. Go look it up. It's mandated by federal law. The cable companies have to sell this time, and they don't want to tell you about it because you could be in the suburbs. You're not going to be in New York, Los Angeles, but you know what? People work there. They go home someplace else and sleep in the suburbs where you can get cheap airtime. Like where I live in Novato, you can have 80,000 people watch your movie for about $8. That's pretty inexpensive airtime. If you sell the commercials pre-cut into your time, no problem. You can make a pretty penny. You can start to turn your product into profit. Because I know that we all have a passion, but there is something else that we really need to do, and that's actually make a living from what it is that we love to do. That's one of the things that I am infinitely good at doing, is monetization. That's one of my sweet spots and one of the reasons why I'm here to talk to you, because while you can create all the content you want, the key is to make money from it. That's how you're going to survive. That's how you're going to keep going in this industry, and that's how you're going to share your message. So my tip for today, least access. At 4:30, Evan Balin and I are going to be doing a panel on SEO that you don't want to miss, because the other thing that you want to do is take the content and the concepts in your content. You don't have to get press and media just about the fact that you made a movie. What's your movie about? What subjects can you tie into? If you've spent 3 years making a movie about a particular topic, I guarantee you are now an expert on that particular topic, and you might as well start acting like it. Being a movie producer, being a movie director, being a screenwriter, all of that is wonderful in the movie industry, but you're also an expert on the things that you have researched and written about and created. So think about those other expertises that you have and what you can do with those. So I want to thank you for coming to the CCD Expo and all of you at home, and welcome. The kickoff has been fabulous. There is a bustling of activity. Do you love this new stage? This stage is awesome. This was custom built for CCD, and next year you're all going to want to come back because it's going to be even bigger and more fantastic than it is this year. I'm Adryenn Ashley signing off. Find me on Facebook. Facebook.com/Adryenn, Adryenn. Ask me your questions there, and I am happy to respond. Thank you very much.